Hey, in this tutorial, I just wanted to briefly introduce you to the concept of one-on-one mapping. And that's a concept that is quite important to understand when using Rete editor because many things depend on it. Basically, you see here that I've created a cylinder component, right? So this is one. And I have 4 vector points here all around the cylinder. So as you see in 3D space, my goal is basically to put the cylinder on 4 of those points. But there's a catch in this. I also want each of those cylinders to have a different radius. So I have a list of radius numbers here. So 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8. And I want the first cylinder to be placed on this point, right? And I want it to have a radius of 0.2. And I want the second to be placed on this point and have a radius of 0.4. I guess that's pretty self-explanatory, right? So as long as you just want to place the cylinder on 4 of the points, you can do it via using these wires. So we drag the connection to the center, and because it's the vector, right, it picks it up and cylinder is placed on that vector or on that position. If we just drag the second point, well, the second cylinder appears. So this component now executed 2 times. We go further and I plug the third and the fourth in here. So now we created 4 cylinders and all of them have the same height and the same radius. And that's working pretty great. But what happens if I will plug these numbers into the radius? So you see that now all of the cylinders have updated their dimensions, right? So the radius has changed. And now if I plug the second radius, you see that I'm creating 8 cylinders actually, because now all of the possibilities are being executed by this component. So this component now ran 4 times 2, so 8 times. And if I add additional ones, so we go like this, you'll see that I've created now 4 by 4, it's 16 cylinders. That's a lot, right? And what indicates to me that I've created 16 is that you see here those circles. This is just the top wire of the cylinder. So basically, it's not really what we want. Okay, so but how can we solve this? And there's a really simple solution to it. What we can do is go into this general options category for the component, and we can tell the cylinder component to execute its inputs one-on-one. So we will check this button. And now you see that everything updated. We have the first cylinder that is of smallest radius. Then we have another one that is of a bit larger radius, third one, and the fourth one. So this one-on-one mapping means that basically we execute this component only 4 times now. And we map these values like this. So there will be a first number mapped to the first coordinate, then the second number to the second coordinate, and these will be then the solutions. It's gonna be pretty simple. So what's nice about it is that this will also work for the height. And if we want to, each of those cylinders to have the same height as the radius, then we can do it like this. We go again like that. We plug the third and the fourth. So now we've created 4 cylinders, all having different radiuses and different heights. I hope you guys understood this tutorial. If we wouldn't have done this, we would end up with a lot of cylinders. So the default behavior of the components is not to have this one-on-one mapping, which will produce 64 cylinders. It's 4 by 4 by 4. When we do apply this mapping, we will just get 4 cylinders. So I hope you understand now how this one-on-one mapping works and how you can leverage it in your own scripts. Okay, let's see each other in the next videos. Cheers.